It is mailbag time here on NBA Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. Ask me whatever question you want, post-draft questions, free agency, trade ideas, summer league. I'll answer them all here on Chat Sports, so go ahead and load them up. Aquarius kicks things off, wasting no time. Kai Sotto to the Warriors Summer League. Let's ride. Let's get Kai to Golden State. That'd be lit. There's some folks who thought he could get drafted. I didn't know if he would. Obviously, he did not. But I do think he'll land with the team for the Summer League, and he'll get to show off his talents. And we wish him the best here at Chat Sports. We're huge fans of Kai Sotto here. Rogue Brothers, should the Clippers have traded up to the first to get TyTy Washington, and should they have traded up to get Ishmael Kamagati? TyTy falling to 29 for Houston was a steal for the Rockets. I like that quite a bit. I do wonder if the Clippers are trying to keep some cap flexibility. They've been linked to Kyrie Irving as a potential destination for him. You could say yes because they need some more guards, but I understand why they did not make that move. They didn't have a lot of capital to go up and get TyTy Washington. Evan Hinders, Bulls sign UDFA Dominick Barlow and has to re-sign Levine and Thompson, and next week sign Mitchell Robinson. I'll focus on Mitchell Robinson here and Zach LaVine. Bringing back LaVine needs to be a priority for Chicago. I get he's not the perfect player, but you can't let him walk. Mitchell Robinson is a guy that I would be interested in if I was Chicago. Now, I wonder if you would have to move Vucevic to go get him because Robinson's a starting caliber center, and you're not going to play him and Vuce next to each other. But if you can move Vuce, get off from under his contract, and then Robinson comes to town as a defensive anchor and a guy who can score a little bit as well, I'd be very open to that idea. Burner Kingdom, Chance Brunson leaves. So the New York Knicks during the draft, the maneuvers they made, they're clearing cap space. They traded Kemba Walker. They traded down from 11. They're making a run at Brunson, maybe a Kyrie Irving. They're trying to maximize cap space. So keep an eye on them. I'll say this. Jalen Brunson will play for one of two teams next year, the Dallas Mavericks or the New York Knicks. It will not be another organization. Dallas drafted Jaden Hardy. Maybe that's a little insurance if Brunson does leave. But I still think the Mavs are the favorites to keep him. But if the Knicks offer like $30 million a year, then maybe they'll opt to not do that. Who do you guys think was the biggest winner of the NBA draft? Let us know down in the comments section. The biggest winner of this year's draft. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments right now. Biggest winner of the 2022 draft. Mark Jacob Duval, Mavs trade Tim Hardaway, Jalen Brunson, Frank Ntilikina, Josh Green, Jaden Hardy, and a future first-round pick for Zach LaVine. I don't think I'd want to give up that much. And I like LaVine a lot, but, you're giving up Tim and Brunson, who are two heavy rotation players, a future first, a guy in Jaden Hardy, who is a first-round caliber player, and Frank Ntilikina and Josh Green, who are rotation players. So you're giving up 6 pieces that can at least contribute for LaVine. I like LaVine. That's a lot, though. K. Lemieux Corpus, what are the best trades that happened during, I think you meant draft night? I like Dallas moving 2 future firsts to go get Jaden Hardy at 37. What are some notable ones? That Rockets move down to still get TyTy Washington at 29 is pretty impressive. I like that move. There wasn't a lot of blockbuster draft trades. There really wasn't. Now, technically, the Christian Wood trade didn't become official until draft night, but Dallas, moves 26 and some players to get Christian Wood. If you want to count that one, I would say that was a pretty good one for the Mavs, but there wasn't a lot of blockbusters during the actual draft. John Linus, Jalen Green or Kai Sotto? Jalen Green's already somewhat proven in the NBA, so I'd have to lean Jalen Green, but hey, we love Kai Sotto here at Chat Sports. Big Kai Sotto fans. And we love the Philippines, so type P if you're from the Philippines. Hit that subscribe button if you want more NBA coverage, news, rumors, trades, post-draft coverage, free agency, Q&As like this one and a whole lot more. We're not going anywhere. Our coverage is ramping up here, so subscribe to Chat Sports. It's youtube.com/chatsportstv. More NBA coverage to come here on this channel. Vamp, why would the Knicks make all those moves if they didn't know they were getting Brunson? Listen, maybe they know something we don't. Maybe they have a good feeling, but maybe they're also saying, hey, if we don't get Brunson, we can go after Kyrie, or maybe Kyrie is the target, or maybe they just want cap flexibility regardless of the scenario. It's not like Kemba Walker is a part of their future, so moving him doesn't hurt. Sure, trading down from 11 if you don't get Brunson or Irving and you just fill out that cap with random pieces, sure, that hurts, but you also got future firsts in the move. I don't think it's that big of a risk for the Knicks to clear the space and make a run at one of those two players. Wowzer, Kemba Walker landing spot. Yeah, he's going to get bought out, it sounds like. You know, I look at a team that is a competing team that needs a backup point guard. Like, honestly, Boston, back to Boston, I don't hate it. You know, I know that didn't work out well, but if he's a backup, I actually don't mind it. Producer Jack's a Celtics fan, not a fan of that idea, but I think I'm not sure if Peyton Pritchard's like a proven backup point guard option yet. How about Chicago maybe? You know, a team like Milwaukee could use a backup point. I think those are a few teams that could make some sense. Now, if you want some draft hats, you can wear these all year long. They're sick looking, flat bills, curved bills, whatever. Chatsports.com/NBA draft hats for all 30 NBA teams. Whatever your squad is, we've got you covered with a hat. Different styles available too. Chatsports.com/NBA draft hats. That is chatsports.com/NBA draft hats. Go ahead and pick one up today. Link in the comments and in the description right now. All right, a few more questions here. John David Delatre Dell. Magic won the draft, honestly. I like Banchero. I think they did some good things tonight, but I think some other teams did better. I love the Rockets draft. I think the Thunder had a pretty good night, but Orlando had a good night as well. I think Banchero is going to be a solid player. Wireless. Kyrie signing with the Mavs. I don't care either way. I love the team. Hey, listen. You know, I don't love Kyrie. I don't think he can be trusted, but, you know, if you get him, I'm probably going to get on board. I mean, what am I going to do? Not be a fan of it? So we'll see what happens. He did list Dallas as a potential destination he'd be interested in. Nicholas Gatchalian, how many undrafted players can join an NBA? How can they join an NBA team, undrafted guys? They just sign with them, and then they compete for roster spots. I mean, it's no different than the NFL. I don't know if you follow the NFL, but after the draft, guys who didn't get drafted get signed. Usually they get to prove themselves in Summer League, and if they show out, then they can either sign on an active roster contract or they can sign on a two-way contract. I think the two-way contract has been huge for guys who have gone undrafted. It gives them an opportunity to play some in the G League and also play on the active team as well. Who will be the next big player traded? Not just small player, big player. Like, is Kyrie going to be that guy? Could Durant get traded? Let us know in the comments who will be the next player that gets dealt. Maybe John Collins. Shanav, thoughts on Denver's draft? I like Christian Brown. I think that was a good pick. I think he'll help right away. I thought they reached for their second pick, but I think overall, if Brown can come in and contribute, you got to be pretty happy. DY, why didn't the NBA give the picks taken from Miami and Chicago to the two worst teams by record? I ask the NBA. I don't think it makes sense to just say, oh, OKC, here's another pick just because we took it from Miami and Chicago. So I just think they determined that those teams crossed the line too far in tampering, so they just eliminated the picks altogether. Veli Bazaning, why can't they choose Kai Sotto? Why our country is counting on him? Can he still play in the NBA? A lot of coach from the NBA teams promised us, but at the end, just hard feelings. Number one, he can absolutely play still. He can still sign. I expect him to sign and play in the Summer League if he wants to. If not, he can play overseas. Listen, Kai Sotto's still a little bit raw, but there's some potential there. I know you guys from the Philippines are big fans of him, and I understand why. Like he's a guy that you feel like has a chance to play in the NBA. So I hope he gets signed. I hope an NBA team gives him a chance, and let's see what he can do because he certainly has some potential as a big at 7'2". Max's podcast with the super chat. What's your thoughts on who Denver signed the dude from Villanova? Did they sign Collin Gillespie? Yes. Great pickup. I think he's an elite shooter, 41% from three last year. He doesn't do much else, but like as a guy that can, maybe fight for a roster spot as just a pure lethal shooter, and it comes from a winning program. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that for Denver. Did you like your team's draft? Type L for like it. Type H for hate it. Let me know in the comments right now.